Man, what is that horrible siren noise? Let's go outside. That doesn't look normal. Uh-oh. 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 Nope. 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 Uh-oh. 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 Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going over another mod highlight, also known as the Weather, Storms, and Tornadoes mod. Oh, yep, there's a big one. Probably go inside before we do anything else. So as you guys can tell, this mod adds lots of new weather, storms, as well as tornadoes. There's also a flying chicken over there. Anyways, with this new weather, you can see. Okay, it's just chickens. Anyways, with this new weather, quiet. I'm trying to do my intro. Anyways, with this new weather, you can see the clouds have drastically changed. They're moving in they're moving in a new direction. They're moving in one direction and are a lot more volumetric and look nicer. You can also see um, these two objects here that we'll get to in the future. But first things first in this mod are weather items. Weather items are used for lots of recipes in the game and are the basic for everything. They require 4 iron, 2 redstone, and 1 gold. You can make one of those now. With these weather items, we can start to make our first weather stuff. First thing we should make is the tornado sensor. The tornado sensor requires 4 iron, 2 redstone, and 1 weather item. The tornado sensor placed down. If a tornado is spawned in, let's spawn one in right now. You can see that with that tornado right there, it's still forming. Oh, yep, you can see the lines. Yep. If I place a, let's search up lamp. If I place a redstone lamp, it lights up because the tornado sensor, when it detects a tornado, such as that one over there, it sends out a redstone signal. So you can use this for pistons or other mechanisms that you want to be triggered when a tornado comes by. Next thing to go over are the weather siren and the manual redstone siren, both of which make the loud noise that you heard in the intro. The weather siren requires 4 iron, 4 redstone, and a tornado sensor. So let's make a tornado sensor. Let's make a few of these. Yeah, weather siren, 4 redstone, 4 iron, and a tornado sensor. And the weather siren, when placed down, creates the loud siren noise heard in the intro. A manual redstone siren requires 2 levers. Requires 2 levers, as you can see here. And the manual redstone siren can be triggered with a redstone output. The redstone siren can be triggered with a redstone output like this. Yes, and this is a sound heard in the intro. You can trigger it whenever there is a storm nearby. It will create this loud siren noise. You can also see here, when it's triggered, it will turn red, so making it more visible. So let's get rid of that. Noise will go away in a second. But anyways, let's continue. The next 2 items I want to go over are the wind vane and the in in so yeah, that thing. They require 5 weather items, 2 redstone for the wind vane, and then for the anemone thing, 6 weather items and 1 redstone. Those are these up here. These up here are the weather vane. You can see here it points in the direction of where the wind is going. You can see all the clouds going in that same direction, as well as this and thing that also shows how fast the wind is moving. It's spinning faster, the faster the wind's going. So the wind's going pretty fast right now, relatively fast. You can also, if you look on the ground or around trees especially, you can see lots of leaves to get like also visual representation of how fast the wind is moving. Next thing I want to go over is the weather deflector. The weather deflector requires 1 weather item, 4 redstone, and 4 iron. The weather deflector was I placed one in here. It deflects all forms of weather. So if we spawn in a tornado right here, you can see this tornado pretty big, but it's not doing any damage to blocks. Go over here. You can also set it to kill the thunderstorm, make sure it will yep, and there goes the tornado stop because yep, and there goes all the it will still pick up grass and leaves, but it does not pick up dirt as it yeah. And then if we go back over here, we can now do set to prevent block damage only. So I won't do any block damage. We'll still pick up these leaves, which once the tornado dies off, will drop back to the ground. So yeah, the weather deflector really useful for lots of storms if you get annoyed with them pretty quickly. Next thing to go over, the weather radar. The weather radar is a very useful block that requires 4 weather items, redstone, and a compass. Compass is a vanilla Minecraft item. And the weather radar you can build here. And the weather radar, very interesting block. When you place it down in a 3x3 grid, there will be a gray square that shows all weather in, I believe, a few chunks. So this yellow dot represents us. This, oh, went away. Here, let's run over here. So we created a storm right here. You can look on the map. It shows the storm, F1, because F1s are tornadoes, and it's a green line, which means it's currently forming. If it's a white line, that means it's been formed and is now moving, and if it's a red line, that means it's dying out. So if we're lucky enough, this F1 might even transform into an F2. Yeah, you can see it right there. Let's place down our weather deflector and get rid of it. Kill thunderstorms and deadlier. Now, yep, now it should, yep, and there it goes. Now it stops. Final block to go over, and probably one of the best blocks, is the weather machine. The weather machine takes a few different items, 4 weather items, 4 redstone, and 1 diamond. Let's craft the weather machine. The weather machine, when placed down, we should probably place it far away. The weather machine, when placed down, put it back into here. You can right click on it. As you can see here, we can right click on it, and you can look on the bottom left. You can spawn in different types of storms. So bottom left, you can see spawns in lightning storms. So right now there's a lightning storm directly above us. You can see this gray cloud. You can do high wind. So high wind is what you expect. High wind, basically right before a tornado. See, almost tornado's almost forming, but not yet. You click it once again. We have hail now. So hail are these little ice cubes. You can see them falling down. Hail will do damage to players, not much, but it's still damaging. F1 tornado is the first tornado. And there goes the wind siren, and you can see here the tornado's forming. Yep. F1 tornado. And if we click it again, then we get stage 1 tropical cyclones. Cyclones are like tornadoes, but much larger, but their damage spread over a large area. Tornadoes are much more concentrated. These will not do as much damage, but more like pick up players and throw them around, while tornadoes just do lots of damage to blocks. If you click it again, now it turns off, and then all the storms above it will go away. So weather machine might be useful if you just want to like troll friends and place it underneath their bases, maybe spawn in just a tornado. Now it's time we go over different commands. If you look on the bottom left, the main commands are weather 2. You have to make sure there's 2 there. Weather 1 is just vanilla weather. Weather 2, you can type in storm, and then you can either do kill all, which will kill every storm, or you can do create and then type in which storm you want. So there's F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's also C1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in F1, you can see here. Here you can see an F2 tornado, much wider. Here you can see an F3, much larger, as you can tell, spanning multiple chunks across. Here you can see an F4 tornado, very large, stretches very far off. You can see you can just see how large it is from here. Here you can see the largest of tornadoes, the F5 tornado. Stretches all the way from the house from there. You can see that's its spawn area, and it stretches all the way to the house. Now, I will not spawn in every hurricane because that will take too long, but you can see the um, C1, and you can get the idea of how big they are. C5s can stretch like 20 chunks, I believe, and just are over a massive range. It takes a very long time to just get from one side to the other, but here you can see a C1. Now, before we finish, there's one last honorable mention I should probably tell you guys. Uh, there is desert storms as well. We can make here something called a placeable sand layer. We can make 64 of it. And with these placeable sand layers, we can also make pocket sand. Pocket sand, when thrown, creates these sand layers that can stack up. You can see them here. You can throw them down. And these sand layers can also be placed. Not really much use for them, but they're a thing. And there's also one more storm command. If we type in here, weather 2 storm create, and it's called Sandstorm. You can see the sandstorm over there, flowing over there. We run over here, the sandstorm you can see. Let's go over. Inside the sandstorm, your vision becomes severely limited. You see, the outreaches, the render distance is lowered, and sand also starts piling up here. You can see here piling up. Yep, and there you go. Now we can barely see anything. We have to run out of the storm so we can actually see. Well, that concludes the end of this video. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and comment in the comment section what was your favorite part of the video. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. And also, one last thing before going, don't forget to have a great day and enjoy. Goodbye. Don't forget to check out my friend's channel, Average Neighborhood Kids. We do Roblox videos there. I have made a feature in a few videos. Don't forget to subscribe and like on that channel if you enjoy the content there. And that will be all. Goodbye.